when I started this for my father, I was the editor. I had a small publishing company, and he's asked me if I'd help him out. He had dictated most of it and had somebody transcribe it, and she wasn't really too good on periods and commas and spelling. So when he brought the manuscript to me, I spent many hours as a copy editor, and then put it together and found a place to publish it, and we came out with this after much work. We don't know much about ordinary men who did extraordinary things. We know a lot about Patton and MacArthur and people like that, but this is a personal memoir that tells what an ordinary man did in times, and I think that it's important that we know that, because they're young men and women who are doing the same thing for our country right now. Secondly, I think it tells a personal account of the realities and inhumanity of war, and I think we should all understand that, not only for what people have sacrificed for our country, but in hopes that maybe we can do our little bit in avoiding getting into another war. Well, I'd like them to just enjoy it, first of all, and it's written in a way that's easy to understand. And secondly, I'd like them to learn something about World War II and the history of our country, because my father was in pivotal battles. He was at Midway and was shot down. He was at Guadalcanal and crashed. He was then a CB because he'd been trained as an engineer, and he built docks at atolls and islands across the Pacific. And at the end of the war, they made him and his men frogmen to do reconnaissance for the Marines going into Iwo Jima. And they used them because they pretty well, most of the men who'd been doing that had been killed. And then he went on to the Philippines, and the war was over. You can find the book on Amazon.com. You can find it at Authors Press website. You can find it on my website, and you can find it in major bookstores across the country. Good luck.